Alrighty, folks. Hope you guys are doing good. We've got a lot of stuff to look at, so let's jump right into it. Hope you guys are ready for a bunch of diecast news, because that's what we're doing. Alright, so we'll jump in. We got to talk about Hobby Expo China, because that is coming up at the end of this month, on April 18th through the 20th, to be exact, and we've got some new announcements from a few brands as far as event models go, so we'll run through those real quick. For Mini GT, starting out, they announced their exclusive models. It is a box set consisting of 979, Mini GT number 979 and number 980. They are both in like a silver chrome. 979 is a veal side Nissan Skyline R32, and the number 980 is a veal side Nissan 400Z. No production numbers on these yet, and I do not believe they've announced the special dinner model for Mini GT either. They also did make a post saying they're going to make it tougher for scalpers to apply for tickets to the exclusive dinner event. They are making applicants show photos of their real collections. They are making people give a brief summary of their passion for Mini GT, provide a social media account. I'm assuming it has to be related to Diecast in some sense, and submit a photo ID. So I do think that's good. I don't think it's going to help with the scalping problem, and I'm sure you guys would probably agree. It's going to... collectors go to these events to buy models and resell so that they can afford their trip over there. That's just how it goes. But anyways, I think it's funny that they're releasing two chrome models literally after Glenn Chow made a post saying that he's tired of scalpers, and that he was going to do a chrome model and global release. I don't know, just a thought. Go down to Kaido House. Kaido House has some event models as well for Hobby Expo China. The regular event model is a Honda NSX in a Kaido Motorsports livery. This one's going to be white with a red stripe. Then the dinner model for Kaido House is going to be a Honda NSX in a Kaido Motorsports livery. This one is white with a gold stripe. No production numbers have been announced for these yet. And then Kaido House is also releasing a limited edition model for Hobby Expo China. This one's going to be a Honda NSX in, you'll never guess it, a Kaido Motorsports livery. This one is going to be white with a purple stripe. We also have some event models for BBR models. I'm really upset about this. You guys will see in a sec. The event model, they're both going to be a Ferrari 812 Competizione. They are both in matte red. The regular event model is the one with the yellow stripe. And then the dinner car is going to be the one with the silver stripe. In my opinion, BBR is a brand that absolutely does not need to do exclusives. They make phenomenal models of cars that we hardly ever see in diecast because it's mostly Italian automakers that nobody else can really do because, a lot of Italian automakers are kind of stingy about their licensing. I'm not happy about this at all. I'm going to try to get both of these. I'm going to skip all the other event models for Hobby Expo China because I want the BBRs. Anyways, rant over. Tarmac Works also did announce some models for Hobby Expo China. We've got two of them. One is a Hobby 64 Porsche 911 GT3R in a red Toro livery. This one's limited to 3,408 units at the event. And the second car is a Global 64 Honda Mugen Integra Type R in red. And this one's limited to 4,872 units at the event. I apologize if these two photos look a little weird. They were in Chinese, I believe, and I had to auto-translate them. But yeah, that is everything for Hobby Expo China. Back to Mini GT, they did just have an event in Spain. It was the Diecast Con Madrid. It was March 29th through the 30th, and Mini GT gave them a special model to sell at the event. It's number 965. It was a Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evoluzione. This one was limited to 300 pieces at the event. This one's kind of weird. It looks like Mini GT took the old number 300 Lancia Delta in the Martini livery and put decals on it. I looked at a photo that Mini GT themselves posted, and you can clearly tell that it's just a detail slapped on there. So that seems pretty lazy to me for an event model, but at the same time, it is really cool that our friends over in Spain were able to had an opportunity to get a cool exclusive model for their country. Mini GT also gifted 150 of these cool Malaysia-themed Liberty Walk of Barth 595s to various people that have helped out with running and organizing the Malaysia Diecast Expo over the past couple years. I don't know what the criteria was to be gifted one of these, but a bunch of people got sent these for free from Mini GT, kind of kind of like a director's gift type of thing. So that's pretty cool. Again, limited to 150. So those are, for anybody that would be interested in buying one, good luck, because those were gifts. People probably aren't going to want to sell those. All right. We have a couple more event models to get through. We're actually going to cover BMC, or BM Creations. I really have been impressed with their brand, so we're going to start putting them into our news videos where applicable. They've got a couple event models. One is for the Manila Auto Show in the Philippines. This was April 10th through the 13th. They're releasing a top secret Toyota Supra in silver. This one's limited to 1,008 pieces worldwide. And then they're also doing an event. It is the Sydney Royal Easter Show in Australia. This one ranges from April 11th to the 22nd, so a pretty long event. I know I got a couple of you guys from Australia watch. You guys will have to let me know what exactly this event is. But they're releasing a top secret Toyota Supra in purple, and this one is also limited to 1,008 pieces. I believe that is all the event stuff that we have to cover, so we'll jump into the regular pre-orders. Going back to Mini GT, we've got a March 24th pre-order. This one's going to include 2 Aston Martin AMR 24 F1 cars. One is Fernando Alonso's car, and the other is Lance Stroll's car. Pretty cool. Then we have a BMW Z8 in silver. This was a casting that they initially made for the James Bond line, so now it's getting a stock version. We like to see that. Then a Bugatti EB110 Super Sport in like a dark gray metallic color. That one looks pretty good. Bentley Flying Spur in orange and black. So that one looks nice as well. Then we have a Liberty Walk Mazda RX-7 in the Renown livery. I believe that Inno64 has already made this one, so Mini GT's kind of being a copycat. But, you know, not a big deal. Nissan Skyline GTR R34 V-Spec 2 in Millennium Jade. So this is the second Millennium Jade R34 that we have gotten from Mini GT. And with this pre-order, we have officially hit the 1,000th mark for Mini GT. But there was no number 1,000 in this mix. I think there was like 999, and then there was like 1,001, 1,002, something like that. So this makes me think that they're gonna do some sort of special model for the 1,000th model, and I honestly can't wait to see what it is. Back when they had their 5-year anniversary, they released a cool like digital camo purple and blue R34. So I'm hoping they do something kind of cool like that, where everyone can get it, but it's also like it's special. You know what I mean? Anyways, we also did get some new Super GT pre-orders. This is just a March 2025 Super GT pre-order from Mini GT. This one, it's 3 cars. They're all the same casting. It's the Honda NSX GT Type S GT500. One is in the black Arta livery, one is in a red Arta livery, and one is in a black and white and red Modelo livery, or Modelo. So, yeah, all 3 of these were also from the 2023 Super GT series. So it's a new casting, and I'm super excited for those. Let's see, who else do we have here? No pre-orders from Kaido House, no pre-orders from BBR. We do have a Tarmac Works pre-order. This one is just their March order. This one's going to include a Hobby 64 Plus Ford RS200 in a Marlboro livery. This one, the Marlboro livery is not actually on the car, but this one is going to come with decals so you can apply them. I honestly think I'm going to pick this one up. Then we have a Hobby 64 Mercedes AMG GT3. The livery on that one looks really cool. We have a Hobby 64 Ferrari 488 GT3 in a red livery, a Hobby 64 Ferrari 348 Challenge in a toe tip livery. I'm excited for that one. Going to expand the toe tip livery a little bit. And then last but not least, we have a Hobby 64 RWB 964 in a black metallic. So very cool. Going down the list, we do have a couple pre-orders for BMC. They are going to release 2 colors of a Toyota Celica GT4, one in white and one in red. But these are really cool. They both come with extra wheels, extra front bumpers or splitters, and extra side skirts. They do note on those photos that you do need to have glue to apply these parts. But they also do have working steering and suspension, so really cool. It's kind of interesting. I might have to pick one of those up. Then they also announced they're going to be releasing 2 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 3s. One of them is going to be in the iconic Nikon livery, and then the other one is going to be in the Marlboro livery. And the one with the Marlboro livery does include decals or stickers, whatever they are. And both of these will also come with extra wheels and rally light bars that go on the front. So very cool. I really dig it. They're kind of like in between just regular diecast and more along the lines of like model kits, kind of. Really cool. I like what BMC is doing. But yeah, I think that's it. Let me just scroll through here and look. Yep, I believe that is it for the events and the pre-orders and everything. I did want to show you guys a couple new features we have on the Pulse Drivers website. So let me just scooch my computer in front of y'all right here. I haven't figured out how to screen record yet. Also, we're kind of just going to get into like a little like rambling session. So if you guys don't want to watch this, that's fine. But I do recommend it because I've got some cool stuff to show you. But anyways, Pulse Drivers website, as you know, we've been working to basically make this the best diecast database that is out there. So like I said, I'm going to show you guys some new features. So we have started adding blog posts. So this is the most recent one. I believe Kenny posted this one last night. Yeah, April 2nd, or maybe it's the day before as I'm posting this. But he talks about some of these Mini GT Land Rovers, some history behind them, some of the liveries and whatnot. Really cool. So you can click on and read that. We also at the top right here have a blog section. So you can go click on all blogs and it will pull up all of the posts that we have made. We've got one about Hobby Expo China if you want to go check that out. Anytime a new pre-order for any of the brands we cover pops up, we always cover them as well. So a little bit about how to use the site, a little bit about like Bentley liveries, all kinds of stuff, diecast news video up there. So definitely really cool. That's an ad. But we've got blog posts and we also have completely added Mini GT, Kaido House, Tarmac Works, and BBR models. I think we're still working to get all the photos up for the Tarmac Works stuff. Or maybe he did add them all, but you can scroll through. Now there's a few pictures missing here and there. But we also have BBR. We've got all the BBR models up now. So you can scroll through, take a look at the catalog. And we are working on Mini GT to add all the chase variants and all the different blister variants and everything. But all of, I would say about 90% of Mini GT is done. But every single car in the catalog is up here. We just might not have every single variant. So you can take a scroll through. Also, I don't know if it's going to show my password. I'm going to cover that real quick. Let me log in. So if you log in and go to your account, it should take me to my account, I hope. Oh, that might be a bug. But you can create an account and you can also, let's say I go to the Mini GT database. Yeah, it just told me I logged in successfully. So now at the top, we can go to My Stuff and we actually added a feature where you can track your collection. So I haven't added everything. I only started with the Mini GT Acuras, but I was able to add in everything I have. So you can just go here. You can see everything you have. I think he's also making a feature to where you can sort to see which things you're missing from a certain casting, from a certain brand. So you can filter it by a bunch of different stuff. It's really cool. You can also filter by pre-orders, personal collection, all kinds of stuff. You can make a wish list if you would like. So really cool stuff in the actual account section. You can go to owned items, pre-orders, wish list, my collection. Really cool. And then there's one other thing I wanted to touch on. Oh yes, we also, if you come up here and click on the car finder, we have added a couple cool features. So you can initially, you have car mix, so you can scroll through all these different manufacturers and it will pull up whatever is on the site for a manufacturer. So for example, if you pull up Ferrari right here, you will see a bunch of different cars. So you've got the 296 and the 458. 488, you've got the GTE and GT3, you've got the 812 Superfast, SP3 Daytona, F355, F40. So there's a bunch of different Ferraris. So if we go and click on, whoops, I accidentally just went back, my bad. So if you go and click on the 296, of course, the only brand we have on here that has made the 296 so far is BBR, but it is going to pull up all the BBRs. And if you go to the 458, it's going to pull up all the ones that Tarmac Works has made. Don't worry, we will add pictures to these listings. So that is a very cool feature. You can basically, if you're looking for a car and you want to see if somebody's made it, you can go and search it. We also have brands. So this is not like diecast brands, but this is more of like liveries, racing series, all that kind of stuff. So if you wanted to see everything that's been made for Liberty Walk from all these brands, of course, you're going to have a bunch of Mini GT. And then if you look through, there's also going to be Tarmac Works, I think it might just be Mini GT and Tarmac Works at this point. Yeah, so some Tarmac Works challengers down here. So very cool. A bunch of Mini GT. And then you can also go to like Japanese Touring Car Championship. This would be a cool one. So you can go through. There's a bunch of Mini GT R32s that have been made. I guess no other brands have done that. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Top Secret, you could go in, see all the stuff that's been made for Top Secret between all brands, all kinds of cool stuff. And we're going to be adding a lot more to this too. You've got Evangelion racing liveries and teams. So there's the ones from Mini GT. I know Tarmac Works has done some Evangelion liveries, so we'll need to add those onto here as well. And then you can also go to events. So you've got Macau Grand Prix, you've got Le Mans. So if we go to the 1995 Le Mans, it will pull up Mini GTs. So they've done the McLaren F1, the Buenos Clinic one, and then Tarmac Works has also done a few. There's a Schuko collaboration Porsche right there. So if you wanted to collect a bunch of cars from a specific event, which I personally have been very interested in lately, you can hop on here, you can find an event, and you can see what's been made for that particular race. I think it's an amazing tool. I definitely think you guys should check it out. Here's the 1996 Le Mans. So you've got the F1 GTR. I guess that's it so far for that. But yeah, lots of cool little features we've been working on adding to the site. So definitely, if you have not made an account yet, it is 100% free. It doesn't cost any money. Just go to pulsedrivers.com, create an account, and just mess around on the website. But yeah. That is pretty much it for Diecast News. Just wanted to do a little segment on the website for you. Let me know what you guys think of all this new stuff, the Hobby Expo China models, all that down in the comments below. Check out the Pulse Drivers website, and I will catch you guys in the next video.